Hello guys, let us today see what is meant by simultaneous limit, how to calculate simultaneous limit. Whenever we are handling functions of more than one variable, we go with the concept of simultaneous limit. So let us deal with the example that will make it more clear. Example 1, evaluate limit as ordered pair xy tends to ordered pair 0 0, numerator x square minus y square, denominator x square plus y square. So because we are handling ordered pairs means our domain is R2, that is the xy plane. Whenever we are handling such functions, we have to talk about the neighborhood of ordered pair 0 0, which contains so many points, and we have to deal with those points, so we choose some paths passing through the given point. So here the point is ordered pair 0 0, so we are first choosing path along the x-axis. X-axis means y coordinate is 0. So L will be equal to limit on x, because y is put 0. So limit as x tends to 0, numerator x square minus 0, denominator x square plus 0. So very directly x square is getting cancelled, and what we are left with is 1, and now there is no x to apply the limit, so answer is 1. If we choose path along y-axis, what we observe is we have to put x equal to 0, so limit now rests on y. It becomes 0 minus y square upon 0 plus y square. Again cancelling y square, the function remains as minus 1 here, and now to apply the limit there is no y, so answer is minus 1. Only we chose two paths, x-axis and y-axis, and we got two different values. Limits cannot be different, means limit does not exist. Let us deal with the second example. Same function is given, but they have given us path to evaluate the limit. Path given is y is equal to 2x. So along the path y equal to 2x, we have to replace y as 2x. So the function now is converted into a single variable function, and x is approaching 0. If we simplify, after simplification we are getting minus 3x square upon 5x square, x square getting cancelled, and we are left with minus 3 by 5. There is no x now to apply the limit, so the value is minus 3 by 5. So whenever such path is given, we will directly apply that path and see what happens to the limiting value of that particular along the given path. Let us deal with the third example. Again they have given us path. Function is changed here. Function is x cube plus y cube upon x minus y, and the path given to us is y equal to x minus x cube. We have to evaluate the limit at the origin. Because path is given, we will replace y by x minus x cube everywhere. So the limit is now the limit only on single variable x. Y is replaced. While replacing, what we do is we take x common. So observe here, it is x cube plus x taken common into 1 minus x square, and this whole value is cubed, and upon you have x minus, value of y is now x minus x cube. So very directly this x is getting cancelled. In the next step, we observe while coming out of the cube, x now is x cube, and the bracket is 1 minus x square bracket cube, and the denominator clearly shows how x is getting cancelled. Because we are now with x cube in the denominator and numerator has got x cube common, so we can cancel it, and now the denominator is 1. So ultimately we have the function in hand as 1 plus 1 minus x square bracket cube, and to apply the limit as x tends to 0, what we are left with is simply 1 plus 1, that comes out to be 2. So this is the manner of calculating limits along the given paths. Thank you.